Hold up.
What's good, GDK Nation? It's your boy Demonickiddo here, coming at you with a brand new patch update video. There is a new event called the Malicious Banquet, which is similar to the Mermaid and Nirvana event. You pretty much trade in your purification stones for the Dark Monster, the Helm, the Armor, and the SSR tickets. The ongoing events are currently the BBQ Brawl and the United Offense. I would recommend you farming the 34 AP and running it for 60 times to obtain the Aether Droplet. And if you're doing the United Offense and you miss Jester, now is the time to obtain them and pretty much free infuse them. But keep in mind, Jester pretty much boosts your attack and defense. And for spawns, there's actually a new treasure spawn with a new 32 cost Dark Monster called Brynhildr. Brynhildr, the Dual Lancer, increases ability power of all allies' Dark Unison damage by 30 for 60 seconds. Ability power 240, damages all enemies 2 times with magic dark damage at a success of 100 points. Ability power boosted by 10 for each increase in skill level. And this is a mistake, so ateam, if you guys watching this, she does not reduce magic attack of all enemies by 40% for 60 seconds. She actually increases your attack and magic attack for your allies by 40% for 60 seconds. So again, ateam, if you're watching this, be sure to fix that, because it pretty much is misleading. But most people who pretty much summon and has this monster knows, and I can prove it to you guys, that she does buff and not debuff, sorry. She also does have the ability to reduce ability cooldown times, except for certain abilities, for all allies by 25% for 60 seconds. If the Great Dark Spirit is summoned, its ability power is boosted by 30. During the element battle, light element weakening effect increased by 5. And of course, the feature gear includes the 31 cost Imperial weapons and the 32 cost defensive gear. Also, when spawning, you can also obtain medals, which you can actually exchange for the Brynhildr scroll, the Imperial weapons, and the Imperial defensive gear, as well as the Purge gear and the weapons. The assassin weapon, sorry, and as well as other items. You can exchange the scroll for 7,500 medals. That legit is completely up to you if you guys want to do that. Definitely is much cheaper than Cinderella, but again, it's completely up to you depending how much you're willing to spend on this spawn. There's a light elemental rates up spawn that has some pretty awesome stuff. Pretty much it will depend on what you're looking for. If you're lacking ether drops, then definitely pull for the ethers, and if you're lacking defensive gear, then aim for the defensive gear. But I would definitely highly suggest you staying away from the UR guaranteed weapon, because it might not be for your class. We can now obtain the Awakening defensive gears by using our Granovia Shield Crest, which we obtained from the guild raid. It reduces the ability power of unison attacks and Great Spirit unison attacks of all elements received by a certain percent. Of course, I'm not 100% sure how big the percentage is, but of course it will increase based on the rarity. So if SSR does 5%, UR does, let's say, 10%. Again, I'm not sure, don't take my numbers into consideration. I am just randomly guessing or randomly putting numbers out there. Of course, keep in mind that the clothing and hat only activates with archers, mages, and clerics, and the armor and helm only activates with soldiers and lancers. Mission medals have been added to the daily missions. You can pretty much complete them by doing ordeal quests. I would recommend you doing the lowest AP, doesn't matter what element, but be sure to complete these mission medals. You can actually obtain guaranteed SSR tickets, which I think is the biggest priority. Of course, you can also obtain EXP, proficiency, and sack keys. There are 3 monster potentials that have been unlocked, which is Santa Flora, Christmas Kirin, and as well as Light Yukino. I do not have Light Yukino, so I can't really show you, but here are Santa Flora and Christmas Kirin. And well, there's some gem packs as well as Awakening and ether packs. Personally, I would probably suggest you staying away. Of course, if you're really lacking awakening orbs, then definitely aim for these, because they're not bad, especially the 2 ether and the awakening orb, and other augment material is calling my name. But again, it really depends on what you're doing and what you need it for. I personally don't really need, I'm pretty much lacking on ether drops, but I am pretty okay with the awakening orbs. I guess I might make a video when I awaken some of my monsters. But I'm pretty much waiting patiently is the Athena Infusions as well as the Valk. So ateam, if you're watching this, make it happen, yo. I think we've been waiting for a while. I know a bunch of people are waiting for that. Again, it really depends what ateam is really planning. But yes, and also that's pretty much it. I do have 2 videos scheduled for you guys, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll pretty much put that notification bell That's how you get notified when you see a new video. I know most of you guys have it on because I see you guys commenting and saying first and whatnot, which I highly appreciate you guys. Anyways, take care and stay awesome.